It's a real pleasure and honour to be here today. If I don't make too much sense, I flew in from Australia yesterday afternoon at 4:30. Might be a little jet lag, please forgive me. The question at hand here is investment in Rajasthan, and there are traditional investments which international, multinational corporations have made over longer periods of time here in India. I think of Nestle and Pepsi. It does take a long time to break into a market which is incredibly exciting to the rest of the world. India has the fastest growing middle class population in the world. It has in fact the fastest growing population in the world. There's many opportunities for what I would call vanilla investments. And those are the sorts of investments which are fast-moving consumer goods or services, construction, these types of things. About 7 years ago, one of the gurus at the Rockefeller Foundation coined a new term, and they called it impact investing. So whereas your vanilla investors want to just get a single bottom line, they want to see rupees, dollars, pounds, yen at the end of the line, impact investors have a dual motivation. They want to have the commercial return, but they also want to have a social or environmental return. And that, in terms of investing in the health sector, is where the most exciting opportunities lie. Not for those large returns, but not doing it for on a pro bono or a revenue neutral basis. We've been working now in India for 30 years. We're a private company, and we make profit, and we call it profit with a purpose. The impact that we have had over those 30 years on millions of people's lives has been quantified and can be measured very, very clearly. It's part of the work that we do. And this measurement is a core part of what impact investing is all about. It's no good sort of saying, well, it just so happened that by virtue of my investment, extra income came into a household, and so more children were able to be educated. There has to be a very focused notion of measurement at the outset. So that is to say that you expect that investment to have a particular metric around a social good. What we have, and I'm very delighted to have one of my colleagues from the Children Investment Fund Foundation here, as they're involved in this space as well. A combination of this term of impact investing with the payment by results methodology, which sees only successful interventions being remunerated for, has turned into an innovative financial structuring mechanism. It's known by many names. Benefit bonds, social yield notes, social impact bonds, development impact bonds. Essentially, they're structured financial instruments, and they have a great deal of flexibility in them. And what you're really getting at the end of it is your commercial returns solely based on your social impact. So, what if I were to try and put a price on the saving of 15,000 babies' lives, or 1,455 mothers' lives, or increase the use of couples using contraception by $2.6 million, saving the health system £48 million. We did that over 2 years in Bihar and Odisha. My colleagues from Futures Group will be able to answer the tricky technical questions. Innovative financing is my specialty, but those numbers alone give me great hope and great passion for the same sort of thing being implemented here in Rajasthan. What we're proposing to do is bring together investors to invest 250 crore over a 5-year period in Rajasthan. Those funds will go towards the saving of 30,000 children's lives, of 3,000 mothers' lives, and increasing couple years of protection by a factor of 6 million. We're going to be bringing those investors together with our partners in the government of Rajasthan later on in this year to work through the details, because this is a complex and new world, and the figures that we're talking about and the numbers that we're talking about are very, very large. But this is important work, and this is a really tangible, immediate way for the investment community to be engaged immediately in incredibly important work. Globally speaking, there are over 100 impact bonds of the type that I'm talking about. Here in Rajasthan, you've actually seen the first development impact bond through SIF. I look forward to hearing more about how that's going. What we have is Carla Foundation, Telecap, Ramin Capital, investors absolutely clamouring to find opportunities. The biggest problem in impact investing is a lack of pipeline. Through the development of these impact bonds, or these structured financial mechanisms, we're providing scalable pipeline for impact investors to get behind. I hope you'll all join us for the journey.